here it is. Haha. Cool, we got it. All right. Okay, we're good there. Hello, hello. Hi, Jillian. How are you? Let me make sure this is all good. Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. All right, cool. I'm doing well. I'm a little tired today, but we'll do the things. Hello, hello. Feel free to stop in and say hi. We're going to be doing free readings today. And I'm just going to kind of allow people to kind of come in, mosey in. I'm back. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody? Oh, I was not on Friday. For those of you who may have who have missed me, I was not on Friday because I had a headache, and so I prioritized my own well-being. But I'm back here today. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Elliot. Life is getting crazy. Yeah, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot of things transpiring, and things are definitely going to get crazier before we learn how to harmonize and be more peaceful with each other. Okay, so if you would like a free reading, I'm going to be doing free readings today. If you would like a free reading, leave a comment with your name, and if you have a question, leave a question. Or, you know, if it's general love, health, career. The only thing I do not do is pregnancy readings or predictions. And, you know, the readings are going to be pretty short. I'm going to start shortening them a little bit more. So that if you would like to go more in depth, you can actually book those through my website. Okay. Yes, I did see that. Thank you, Pablo, for mentioning that. Oh, that's not Pablo. Thank you for mentioning that to me, because I was actually notified about that today. That's the third time today. Someone has either, it's not hacked my account. Someone has duplicated my account and is now inboxing people to get a reading. So please know that myself, I only have one account. And I will never inbox you for a reading. I will never do that. You know, this is what, the 2020s. We don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to go door to door and solicit to people. That's not me. It feels really icky to do that, really, honestly, for me. So that's not me. Please report that account. It's actually angelfire.starchild. My account is angelfire _starchild. That is the only account. That is me. And if you see someone trying to inbox you about a reading, that is not me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for reporting that account. I really appreciate that. Please report that account. So well, now that we have all of that, going. We got that. Now that we got that all out of the way, my name is Angelica from Infinite Love Healing, and Infinite Love Healing is my own little, it's my business that I have. It's really based in healing and really just supporting people in shadow work and healing of all different types of all kinds, because I am, one of the terms that I use is Ascended Master Healer, and that's a term that was given to me by my higher self. And really what I've kind of come to discern from that is that I've just spent many lifetimes studying and training as, you know, different kinds of healing. I've been on all sides, very, very dark to very, very light, as well as all kinds of different dimensions and modalities of healing. And I'm here to really just support others in inspiring them to empower themselves, to remember their own empowerment, to remember their own power, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm a healer on all different kinds of levels, you could say. And so if you would like to book with me, then all of my links are in my bio. And how I work with the free readings is, how do I work with the free readings? With the free readings, I tend to just allow my own intuition to highlight, to show me who to read next, because we're all here in a group, and being in a group, even if you're just watching for entertainment, you might hear something that actually resonates for you. And so I'm just called to whatever's most resonant for the group. And so if I don't call on you or I don't pick you for whatever reason, don't take it personally. I'm just simply following my own intuition to, read or connect with whoever feels most resonant to. Okay. I feel like there was more. Oh, and if I am giving you a reading and for whatever reason you get kicked off the live or the Wi-Fi goes crazy or whatever, I always upload all of the replays to my YouTube channel, which can also be found through the link in my bio. Okay. And because of the nature of me simply reading who intuitively kind of sticks out to me, there is no line, but to skip the line, so to speak, that is, I'm actually opening that up to minimum donations of 20. And all of the links again are in my bio. So if you'd like to skip the line, that's available too, but you got to let me know in the comments so that I know and I can honor that. Okay. All right. Oh, I like that. Even when I don't get picked, I'll just stick around and listen. You're always giving good advice. I've been doing a lot. Thank you. I've been doing a lot of healing over the past 5 years. So this isn't something that, I'm doing for, I'm not doing it just because. It's something that I truly have found transformation and like profound transformation in, and to give that back, and it's just my joy. It's just my joy to give that back. So I'm glad that that resonates, or that you find the things. Okay. Okay, so let me just kind of not chill. Let me look through the comments. And also I do mediumship. Yes. Mediumship to me just means a go-between. So if you would like that as well, I feel like that's being guided. I feel like I'm being guided to do that in a different way and actually offer a session around this. Not just mediumship, because I'm finding mediumship is actually showing up differently than we might see someone like Tyler Henry or John Edwards do it. For me, because of the nature of my work, I'm actually finding that ancestral healing actually wants to come through in the sessions. So if you're interested in something like that for like a minimum donation, then please reach out to me, because I feel like that is also something that wants to come through, and actually I want to create an offering around that. So if you'd like to help me do that with testimonials and stuff, then please reach out to me. Let's see. I see you guys. Thank you guys. Please like the live. Give me a follow if you're not following me already. Like the live, share out the live, please. And let's kind of see. Let me kind of just tune in first. There's a lot of energy and everything's really hectic today. Okay. I just need to like calm down for a minute. All right, hold on. I can't see my invites. Okay, somebody was inviting me. I'm like, so, all right, let's see who is resonating. Hi, Pablo. How are you? Good evening. Bum, 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 bum. I'm actually feeling, let's see, hold on. Yeah, I'm actually feeling you, Heather. Will you confirm that you're still on the live? I'm a little tired today. Thanks, Pablo, for asking. I'm a little tired today, but I'm here and I'm excited to do some readings. Okay, so Heather's here. All right. All right, hold on. Wait. Let me look at your. Okay, there's your picture. I use your picture to connect. Although I can do it without, but it's just easier. Okay, Heather, I got you. Thank you for being here. Okay, you said general. So that is just kind of like whatever is coming up. So I'm just going to continue to check in with your guides, your highest self. Okay. Okay. So when I tune into you, Heather, and then I connect to your highest self, I get, this is what I feel. And this feels, okay. So tuning in a little bit further, I feel this isn't quite the heart, right? The heart's kind of a little bit more down here to the left, but this is kind of more the high heart space. So the high heart, if for those who are not familiar, combines the energy of the heart space and the energy of the throat space, the throat center, which is about empowerment and self-esteem and confidence. And it's truly like one of the places where we really emanate and radiate our power from. So, but for you here, I'm actually feeling this. This actually feels a little bit tender to me. So this feels like, okay. When I say tender, it feels like there is some stuff going on in the heart. So I actually hear heartbreak, heartache type of things that's also affecting your ability to speak with compassion, maybe speak with kindness. It's not to say like you're a rude person or anything like that, but it feels like in certain maybe tender or more vulnerable moments, it feels like your ability to speak with greater compassion or greater kindness or greater awareness, it feels like it's a little affected because of this heartbreak. And really when I tune into energies like this, or the feeling that I get from this is really going back to maybe process that old heartbreak, that old heartache, because it's affecting your ability to actually speak with a greater capacity of kindness and love, and just know, maybe even discernment of knowing what's appropriate, when it's appropriate, who is it appropriate to say, etc. So it feels like there's a tender spot here for me. Okay, so I'm gonna instead of going in further, I'm gonna words pull a card and just kind of see what else, there's anything else that wants to come in around this. Okay. It's always so interesting when people want to interrupt somebody else's life. Like, this is my space. Thank you. No. All right. All right. So I don't have anything coming out, but what I usually do in that case is I split the deck. Ah, look at that. Ego block. Ego block. Playtime, child. This is the sun in reverse, if you're familiar with tarot. This is about the ego, and so there might be some inner child stuff, like old heartbreak from then. But if we're getting the child, that usually says inner child work, inner child awareness, connecting with your inner child. Okay, because there's some old stuff here that is kind of blocked. Okay, that's what I would say. Okay, let me know how that let me know how that resonates. I'm gonna keep everybody's readings a lot shorter from now on. So if you do want to connect in a deeper way or in a more in-depth way, then you can feel free to book an in-depth reading, right? Okay. All right. Somebody said, love your hair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the compliments. Hi, hello. Heather, let me know how that resonated, my dear. And if it didn't resonate, don't take it. So let's keep on going. So if you are just joining me, my name is Angelica from Infinite Love Healing. I'm doing the live readings or the live free readings here, but if you'd like to book an actual in-depth reading for me, then with me, then you can do that through the links in my bio. The only types of things I don't do, the only type of readings I don't do are pregnancy or conception or anything like that. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. I do connect with those that have passed. But I always just let my intuition guide me, so that doesn't guarantee that I read you, but I do that. I didn't see Heather message back. Okay, that's okay. Please feel free. Nobody's really, you're definitely not, I don't require that anybody shares anything, so. Okay. No, definitely keep posting, because sometimes the comments get like, so keep posting. It's not annoying. Oh, wait. So I just found someone that, Jasmine, I'm actually feeling you, my dear. Will you confirm that you're saying, is Ronald who I'm supposed to be with? Just confirm that it looks like you still are. Thank you. Okay, there's Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine Ray. What a pretty name. Okay, so Jasmine, I got you. Where are you? Let me find you first. I got to connect to your. My table's over here going side by side. Jasmine. Okay, there you are. You said, is Ronald the type of, or the person that you're meant to be with? So first, before I get into the reading, please know that I'm not here to determine or disempower you by telling you what to do. You know, if anything, I'm going to convince you to tap into your own intuition and to empower yourself. But with that being said, you know, I'm not here to take your power. I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's not the nature of my readings. But what I will say, what I will translate or relay to you is, you know, tapping into the connection or tapping into whatever, you know, whatever the question is in regards to, I will tap in and just relay to my best ability what that is, what I'm feeling, and it's up to you to be empowered in your own choice, okay? So even if I do give you whatever I say, please be empowered in your choice and know that it's always your choice because it's your experience and that's the most important thing in your life, okay? All right, so we're doing Jasmine. Okay, there you are. I had to find you again out in the crowd. You said, okay, this person, okay, I'm going to feel into this connection. Okay. I do feel a lot of potential here. I mean, that could be said for any relationship, right? But I do feel a good, I do feel a good potential for a pretty solid relationship. What is that? It does feel like it does feel like there definitely is some things that need to be worked out and made clear. So things like maybe values. What are your values? What are, you know, his or their values? Do those align? Do those match up? And really understanding if you're on the same page, okay? And really being clear in what each of you want first. That's because it feels like, yes, there's a good potential here, but at the same time, really see if your values and their values match, if they're, you know, in sync and it feels good. And kind of knowing where the other one wants it to go or what they see or what they feel like a relationship is meant to be, what they expect from a relationship, things like this, like the really deep questions I would ask. I would get really clear in those things. For whatever reason, I'm feeling get really clear in that because it feels like if either one of you aren't done or clear playing, if either one of you aren't done playing out like lower desires or you know, kind of like that type of stuff, or aren't quite clear in your values or aren't quite like clear in like what you want from a relationship, everything like that, it feels like it could be a little bit misaligned. Okay, so I would reword this. I would say that, you know, yes, there's a lot of potential. And I wouldn't word it as like, is this the person that I'm meant to be with? I would reword it as, is this the person that I want to be with? Is this the person that shares my same values? What are my values? I would reword that, okay? Because I feel like a lot of us sometimes go into projecting our wounds around and fantasizing about relationships and stuff like that when we're really actually not truly clear in what we want, or if we're even on the same page as another person. Okay, so I would get really clear in that first. And there's the card. Two of Coins, a balancing act, adaptability, prioritize. I feel you see the picture. I don't read tarot the way that other people might. You see the picture. It looks to me like he is almost as if this this thing in his hand, like this little like crystal ball or whatever it is, this little trinket. I see that as like being a magnifying glass and him getting very, very clear in what he wants. That's what I see. So I would say get very, very clear in what you want. Know very, very discernibly, without a doubt, this is what I want right now. And is this the person that aligns to that? Okay. That's what I would say is your reading. So let me know. So that's what I feel for you, Jasmine. Let me know how that resonates. And feel free to share as much or as little as you want. It is kind of hot in here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Whoa, let me scroll through all the relationships. Or not the relationships. Let me scroll through all of the comments. So, my name is Angelica from Infinite Love Healing, and I'm doing free readings. If you would like to book a one-on-one in-depth reading, then you can do that through the links in my bio. But if you would like a free reading, leave a comment with your name. And if you have a question, leave a question, whether it's general, love, health, career. Thank you for all of the roses, Lisa and Kai. I really appreciate it. Or Kyla, I think it's Kyla. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the only thing I don't do is pregnancy. Pregnancy stuff. Okay. Whoa. Wait. What's that? Wait. Okay. Gwen, I actually feel you. Will you confirm that you're still on the live? You're asking about your mental status now and in the future, or and the future. I don't know if it's now and in the future, or now and like you want something for the future. Let me know if you're still here, my dear. Because I'm feeling called to you. Okay, so Gwen is still here, and you're saying mental status. Okay, so let me kind of just tune in. It is hot. Okay, so Gwen, you're there. I found you. Okay, mental. When I tune into your mental body, Gwen, it feels really frazzled. And then I actually immediately get connected to your nervous system. So a lot of times, a lot of us in today's society, our nervous system is actually dysregulated, which means somewhere along the lines when we were in childhood, early developmental years, because maybe our parents didn't know, they didn't understand, they didn't teach us how to regulate our own nervous system, which also regulates our emotions. It regulates a lot of different bodily systems, and it helps us to, regulate ourselves. And when I tune into your mental status, it actually feels very intimately connected to your nervous system, and your nervous system feels a bit dysregulated. It feels like very tied into that. Okay. I get frazzled, overwhelmed. I feel like there's all of these things coming at me, and I feel it overwhelming and then shut down, which I absolutely get. I used to do this for many years. Is that something that resonates or that you can relate to? Is that something that feels like you feel like overwhelmed, and then it's like too much and then shut down, and then it's almost like when you come back in line, there's still like there's even more to do, and like let's see. Let me see if she's here. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. But that's what I feel as far as mental stuff. And this feels like really an opportunity or awareness to begin to regulate your own nervous system and to begin to discern and understand you can only do so much. You're only one person. Take responsibility. It kind of actually feels like a lot of different things. It's like knowing what your responsibilities are, not taking on too much more than because you feel like you're responsible for everything, and that's leading to the overwhelmment. And I gotta do all this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And then it's overwhelm. Your nervous system gets fried, and then I'm gonna shut down because I can't freaking take this. I'm feeling way overwhelmed. Okay. So it's knowing your responsibility. What are you responsible for? You take responsibility for you. Let other people take responsibility for them, because that's the most empowering thing that you can do for yourself and for others. Okay. That's one. The other part of this is, let's see, responsibility. Knowing that you are only one person, you can only get so much done in a day. Follow your rhythm. Know what you can do, know what you can't do. Be able to discern, like, hey, I'm going to get this done, this done, this done. I don't have to take everything all on in one day. I don't have to get everything done. Stop overwhelming yourself, because it feels like you're super freaking overwhelmed. And part of this is because you've been conditioned to do that. You're kind of conditioned to keep doing it, and then like you wonder why you're so freaking overwhelmed and tired, like because you're actually been conditioned to do it to yourself. Stop overwhelming yourself. You're only one person. Be gentle. Stop judging yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You can only do so much. The rest can fucking wait for another day. And I would say the third part of this is create more time in your day to do nothing. If that's what it takes, to do nothing. To just take some time in your day every day to just be. I don't have anything to do. All of that other stuff is put to the side, and I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to sit here, whatever you're doing, whether you're taking a walk in nature, or whether it's something that you want to watch, or I would say keep it to bare minimum, not really kind of engaging, maybe going out into nature, just doing nothing, or just like sitting there with yourself, with your own thoughts, because it feels like you're not quite acknowledging you. Where do your needs come in? Where do your where do your needs come in? Where do you come in? You got to leave space for yourself, because that's also loving. That's also self-empowering. Okay? That's what I feel. Actually, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna even do a card because that was actually longer than I wanted to. But let me know how that resonated. Okay. Phew, it's hot in here. All right. Wait. I don't even remember who I was reading for. That is how fast I forget. All right. Okay. Let's do... Okay. I'm actually feeling you, Barry. Thank you for telling me how to pronounce that. I really appreciate that. Buddy. Can you confirm for me that you're still here? You're talking about health stuff. Okay, you're here. Okay, thank you for that. Looking at your, okay. Finding your energy. There you are. So I'm just going to tune into your highest self because there's a lot going on physically that I'm tuning into, and it feels like a little overwhelming. So I'm just going to tune into your highest self, which is typically what I do anyway. But I was feeling into your body and I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. Okay. All right. So as I'm kind of tuning in, what I'm actually feeling in first is focusing on, wait, what is this like? Is just enhancing. Okay. So before I start, please know that I'm not claiming to be like any kind of, definitely not a healthcare professional or anything like that. So please, above all, do your own due diligence. Okay, follow your intuition. You know, if you're called to, like, if you feel like go to the doctor, or if this is just something as supplemental, I totally understand that as well. But know that I'm not like trying to come across as any kind of authority. I'm simply just reading energy and relaying what I feel. Okay. So with that being said, I do feel an issue with digestion, because when I started tuning in, I could feel my stomach kind of went my stomach growled. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I heard the word digestion. I this might not be one of the things that's actually prominent. Again, I don't know what's kind of going on. It just feels like a lot. But it does feel like supporting your digestion, your digestion and your digestive system, right? So one of the ways that you can do that is like probiotics, and like focusing on gut health. So I would also encourage you to like do some research around what you can do to be proactive for gut health, and enhancing the good, gut flora in your gut, because it feels like that's one of the things that's just one of the things that are coming through the most. Okay. Um, I already have a diagnosis and also gut problems. You're spot on. Okay. Yeah. I'm feeling, because it feels like there's several different things. Okay. And let me tell you, it's a lot. So I definitely, I got compassion for you, girl. Um, because it feels like there's a lot going on, but like plus this and all of these things, it feels like a lot. Okay. The first thing does say, or the first thing that comes to is the gut thing of like really taking care of your gut, because that's something that feels, our gut is one of our brains. Right? So we got this brain, we got our heart brain, and we got our gut brain. We have three different brains in our body. And if our gut is somehow off, sometimes, this can manifest in a lot of different ways and make us feel like really funky and all kinds of different things, right? And it can manifest again, like I said, in a lot of different ways or in a lot of different spectrums of extremes. So definitely do some research about how can you help your gut health and build that good gut flora. So probiotics are a really good one, a good way to start that. It feels like there might be some more information out there that you might stumble upon or happen upon that will also help. But gut is like one of the big things that's coming across right now. Okay. Let me kind of just tune in and see if there's anything else. It actually feels like that would help a lot of different things. Let me just tune in because it feels like there's, this feels also, the gut stuff also feels like it's related a little bit, I would say mostly to the solar plexus, right? So mostly to the solar plexus and a little bit to the sacral. So the solar plexus is all about ego, will, identity, like what are the other things that, individuality. So the one that actually highlights in my head is around will. If it feels like you're at you're at the mercy of another person's will, or you feel like you're unable to actually express your own will or enact your own agency and authority over your own life, that feels very connected to the gut stuff. Okay. So it feels like, helping yourself with the gut, maybe some probiotics or something like that. But it also feels energetically that there is some things going on with your will or your identity and how you're identifying, because it feels a little off. That's why the gut is acting like it is. Okay. Okay. And as it relates to the sacral, I would say it also has to do with maybe worthiness, as well as there's some receptivity stuff in there as well. Being received, feeling worthy to be yourself and being received as, by others or the world, or, just by yourself, as acceptable, as lovable, as worthy, as like, and being confident in that. So it feels like this gut stuff actually goes into those two energy centers, and is the gut stuff is actually an outward manifestation of those energetic misalignments. Okay, so I would look into some of that around how do you feel around your worth. Do you feel worthy to just be you, and because that stuff can actually affect our money and our abundance, our financial abundance, as well as like your will, your identity, your ego, your individuality, and how that's being expressed or not being expressed, right? Okay, so that's what I feel for you, my dear. Let me know how that resonates. But that's what I feel for you. Barry, that's right. I was like, who am I reading? But that's what I feel for you. Let me hold on. I don't know about the diagnosis stuff, but I feel like the gut stuff definitely, again, be a part in your own choice for yourself and for your own life. But the main message there is that there. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's do a couple more of these. Okay, I just wanted to make sure of this. So I don't totally agree with the identity stuff for sure, struggling with that, so I will take it. But I was diagnosed with cancer recently. What I found, cancer is typically a manifestation of deep anger and resentment. Okay. So, where are you maybe repressing or suppressing anger, or where do you feel deeply angry or resentful towards others for maybe not allowing you, or feeling like you feel like suppressed and repressed in your own identity? But cancer typically, not always, but that's just kind of what intuitively is coming up now, is typically associated with very, very deep anger issues, and suppressing one's emotions, essentially. And anger is one of those top things. Is if we continue to suppress anger, it tends to manifest as cancer. Okay. So I would ask again, what's going on? Oh, I thought it was a cat. Again, do your due diligence to do whatever you feel inspired to do or guided to do in your own life, especially, when we're dealing with cancer and you know what I mean? So do you, boo. And at the same time, on an energetic level, because really everything is energy. And disease, dis-ease, illness, sickness is always a manifestation of whatever energetic thing is going on, because energy, vibration, is the base level of what we are. So I would look into, what are the emotions that are being suppressed, and really feeling into the anger, because it feels to me like there's anger around not feeling like you can just express and be worthy as you are and your own identity, and it feels like it's manifesting there. Then again, it cannot, I definitely struggle with anger. Anger is so good in that we're told that anger's not good. Don't be angry. There's a lot of shame around anger and expressing anger. And while we definitely want to make sure we're expressing our emotions in a healthy manner, in a way that's not going to be destructive or, impede on someone else in a maybe more negative way. However, anger is there to tell us that there is something there that we're denying. We're denying our own boundaries. We're denying our own self. We're denying our own whatever. And anger is there to show us how to get our power back, or where to get our power back. So I'd actually really tune into your anger and where it wants to lead you, because it's actually telling you, our emotions are always a guide. Our emotions are a compass. So where's your anger guiding you? Because your anger is actually wanting to be expressed. And all of that root, because if you excavate that root and you hit that root, that cancer will unmanifest and be uncreated. I know that's a large claim to make, but I truly believe that, because everything is energy, essentially, at its very core. And if we look at and deal with the energy, whether it's emotional energy or mental energy or physical energy, we look at those energies and we iron out or reconcile or heal the energies, then that the physical manifestations, you know, can actually shift and change into something different. Okay. And sending you so much love. I would definitely go into the anger stuff and really look into that and ask yourself, where's the anger? Why are you so angry? Because it feels like suppression to me, honestly. Okay. Thank you for being here, Barry, and thank you for being like so open about that. Okay. It's hot in here. All right. Whew. So somebody asked for how much are the readings. So the readings are free. However, my own intuition kind of like guides me of who to read. However, at the same time, if you do want to skip the line, then the minimum donation is $20, and that can all be done through the links in my bio. And you got to let me know in the comments if you do pay for a reading, okay? Let's go to, let me take this off because this is hot. It's so hot in here right now. And I feel like I'm smothering. Okay, so it's so hot. So weird because I deal with excessive sweating. It's hot today a little bit more, and it's like, ooh, it's hot. I need to open the window. Okay. Thank you. Bitchy lady, I like your name. She says, love the look. Thank you. Okay, I'm actually feeling called to you, Shy. You're talking about health again. Will you let me know, just kind of confirm with me that you're on the live still? Oh, I need some of this too. Okay, there you are. All right, Shy. Such a cool name. All right. Shy. You said health. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. I'm just going to close my eyes and kind of connect a little bit deeper here. Shy. So I'm going to just do like a scan. Okay. And what is this? This feels like when I tune into you, Shy, I do get the heart coming up. So I don't know if there is like a predisposition to whether it's heart disease or heart problems. I would just be aware of that, because when I scanned down the whole body, and it feels, you know, like there's definitely some things, you know, going on here and there, but the biggest thing that I encountered when I was scanning down was the heart. Like my heart started like not quite pounding, but like it was definitely more felt when I scanned over the heart. So And that actually might relate to blood, because I was hearing blood before. I don't know if that's blood pressure, but like heart, blood, the circulatory system in general, I would be aware of that. And whether it's, hold on, increasing blood flow, okay? Whether, and I'm not saying like hours of cardio or anything like that, but just something that increases blood flow throughout your system, you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be like hard cardio, just like, a brisk walk or something outside to kind of like increase blood flow. But I don't know if there's something specifically with the heart, but I do feel that coming in pretty prominently. I'm not getting anything super significant. So again, please do your own do your own due diligence, and please listen to your own guidance. And if you feel like getting checked, or if you have already got checked or whatever, please always empower yourself and your own decisions over your life, because this is your life, right? But I do feel awareness around the heart and being more mindful around your heart and blood flow, increasing the blood flow, because I can actually see, like, I would say I could just about see the entire like circulatory system, like all the veins and the arteries. Okay. When I kind of like close my eyes like this, I'm like seeing I'm seeing like this map of all of the veins and arteries and stuff. So I would say increasing blood flow is pretty important. Okay. And then just being aware of, I don't know, again, I don't know if there's predispositions to heart problems or complications. And that actually would, feels like because if there is some of that, it feels like it's actually connected to old, I would say even ancestral heartbreak. I might have a controversial opinion on, predispositions and genetically predispositions and stuff like that. But I do really feel that these things can be reconciled. But we do have to be willing and able, and to go there and to do the healing that's necessary. And if they change and shift, they do. But I do personally believe that, things that run in the genetic lines can be healed. Maybe not always, because I do feel like there are certain like caveats. But like what happens, because I do a lot of ancestral healing, so and work with ancestral energy and my own ancestors. And what I found is that, whenever someone passes, and if they had like an illness or whatever, or like if they had a life of struggle and stuff, and they never overcame it, or they never reconciled or healed those energies, it gets passed down the line until somebody says, no, no more. Until somebody breaks the cycle, until somebody says, no more. And that's why I truly do believe and know, not even believe, but know that genetic predispositions can actually be shifted by simply, healing, and like very, very deep, profound healing, sometimes on the ancestral level. So there is that. I don't know why I was feeling called to say that, but that's what I was feeling. Okay. How funny. But that's what I was feeling for you, my dear. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, all right. Shy says, thanks. I've been having high heartbeat since the graves kicked in. What is that? I want it to go away. It does feel what it feels is like it's bringing your awareness to, Oh, is it grays or graves? Like, well, are you talking about grays, like gray hair? Um, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is actually the heartbeat stuff feels like an opportunity and awareness. Yeah, it does feel ancestral. It does feel like, and again, ancestral coming in. They're like, hey, there's this little thing over here to like become aware of. Okay. I don't get like really specific message, specific insight or whatever around this, but it does feel like just becoming aware of like maybe old heartbreaks or heartbreaks that have maybe been a pattern in the ancestral lineage. Depending on how well you know your ancestry or the family and everything like that. But it might also be found in your own life, because if you're experiencing it, it can be found somewhere in a manifestation of your life. Okay. um okay. I'm so inspired to go pee now. You're welcome. I aim to inspire. Okay, let's do a couple more of these. It's 3 o'clock now. I'm not sure when I got on, but let's do maybe 2 or 3 more. And if I don't get to you today, I will be here all week doing these through Friday. So I invite you to come back if you don't get read, or just keep coming back because you're entertained or whatever. All right, let's see. Let's get back. Oh, excuse me. Wait. Okay. All right, Lisa, I feel you, my dear. Yeah, it's you. Um, you're saying love and mental health healing. So let me know that you're still here and which one you'd like me to focus on more. Hold on 1 second. I gotta figure out what's going on here. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm here. They go hand in hand. Yeah, they can. They definitely can. So we're gonna go with mental health because that's what I'm feeling. Okay. Okay, hold on. Wait, who was I looking at? I'm like, wait. All right. Okay, Lisa. All right. Okay, Lisa. All right. Lisa, there you are. Okay. Yeah. I feel like you did say that for a reason. Because for you at this point in your life, they really do go hand in hand. And I see why you said that. That's why I said, like, yeah, they can. They don't necessarily always go hand in hand for everybody all the time. Um, but that's just me playing the devil's advocate. So put that aside. So yeah, I definitely feel like I actually feel when I tune into you, Lisa, I feel a lot of like internal screaming. It feels like with that internal screaming, it feels like there's internal voices that are getting so loud that they feel like they need to scream. They feel like they're not getting attention. They feel like you're not paying attention. and it feels like they need attention, they need presence, possibly compassion, or, it feels like they need to be held because they're screaming so loud, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of awareness or maybe even time designated to bringing your awareness and all of your love to that. So in that, it is self-love. Okay, so that's where that cross section definitely is for you, and that way you're feeling it, and that's why you said it, is like they're definitely going hand in hand for you right now, is because okay, all right, the more it feels like, the more you focus internally on shadow work, healing, facing and healing, reconciling your shit. Okay, really being like, taking responsibility of like, okay, maybe my parents or my guardians or whoever gave me these beliefs or these ideas about life or whatever, I inherited this history or whatever. It's now my responsibility to unravel the shit. It's now my responsibility to do it, because it feels like there needs to be the next level of responsibility being taken, which is also self-love, of being able to take responsibility for oneself, and also self-empowerment. And then the other, let's see, what is that? With that, and going into taking responsibility for yourself and saying, okay, I want to heal this. And it's time to really look at the stuff, the shadow, those wounded parts in you that are, that need the love, that need the healing, that want your acceptance, that want your kindness, or, the things, all the things. I can go into a whole long list. Because it feels like the more you do that work and the more you love on yourself in that way, and you find healing and deeper self-love for yourself, the more clear you become here. Okay? Mental health. The more you do heal your own mental energies, and the more you do like shift the whole mental energies that you currently have, because right now it feels like there's a lot of I would say disarray. It feels like a lot of chaos up here, or in your, like, it's really me tuning into your mental body, right? So a lot of mental energy, it feels like a lot of chaos, a lot of not really truly paying attention to those voices inside that are just different aspects of you that are wanting the love, wanting the care, wanting the presence, wanting you to see them for what they are. Because the more you do that, the more you tune into that type of self-love through healing, through becoming aware of your shit and facing your shit and healing all of the shit, that feels like it actually clears up a lot of your mental space. You get a lot of more mental clarity. There's like, oh, and if you do need to take any other actions towards mental health, then that feels like, oh, that comes in as well. Okay, that's what that feels like. Okay, let me know how that resonates, but that's what I feel when I tune into you, Lisa. Okay. It does resonate. Thank you. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here, Lisa. Okay, let's do one, probably one or two more. And then, whew, thank you for the rose, Daz. Whew, thank you, Barbara. Okay. All right. I'm just kind of scrolling through the comments. Lisa says, I've been up in the air about a lot of things that have been going on. Yeah, and air, it's funny that you say air because air is the element of, it's associated with mental energy. And it feels very ungrounded and chaotic and there, here and there and there. And so tuning into that actually feels like it makes sense. Oh, there you. So Teresa, you donated. It's okay. So the platform's yours, my dear. Thank you for donating, first of all, and honoring me with that exchange. What you want, girl? What you want? You paid. Southern Belle with a spell. That's a great freaking name. So let me know, and we will get to you, and then I'll just wait. And that is the best way to skip the line and actually ensure that you get read. General and any recommendations moving forward for which session to buy for a private reading. Are you saying like, is this like just in general? Or is it like, are you saying specifically with me or just in general with anybody that you're feeling resonated, like that you feel like in resonance to, or just some clarity so that I'm going to take myself out of that anyway, but for a private reading. Okay, general and any recommendation moving forward. Okay, so general. Okay, so you're saying general. Okay, so there you are. All right. Okay, so let me tune into your energy. You're right there. I got you. With you, I think you're the best one on here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. There's definitely a lot of, everybody resonates with somebody different, right? So thank you. I really appreciate that. And you're saying with you. Okay, all right. So I'm connecting to you. So I'm just kind of feeling into which piece of information to bring in first. Okay. So let me just kind of fill in a little bit more in depth. Okay. So first of all, okay. All right. I'll just do the things. All right. So first of all, I would ask you which one resonates with you most, because I always want to bring someone and support someone and guide someone into their own power and their own guidance system. Okay. Because I definitely get how it's like, well, which one? Because I've asked people like that, when I was like first, like maybe getting into these types of things. And one thing that I've really come to value above all is really supporting others and in their remembrance of how to discern and decide, and kind of tune into that internal intuition and guidance and really see because I had someone ask me about this, I think a week and a half or so ago, and I said the same thing. Okay. However, with that being said, maybe with the general information that comes through, there might be some additional clarity around that. Okay. Really with my, I will say with my, where are they? With my private reading sessions, they are currently called Ascension Sessions, because there's 3 options, right? Because I have the one with energy work, and there's always some kind of level of energy work with my sessions. It just depends on how maybe direct or indirect that takes place. Okay. With that first option, that's reading plus energy work. Sometimes what I kind of did there was different levels or options. So in order to promote accessibility for everyone. So like the third option is like the most inexpensive, and that's just a recording of like, and it'll be still a really in-depth reading. But you just won't get like the in-depth energy work. The first option is like an in-depth reading plus energy work, and that's a video session with me one-on-one. Okay, so it's kind of like, well, which one do you resonate with? You want to do a video and like energy and like the works, so to speak. And the second option is, what is that? It's a recorded reading with energy work. So that's like, you know, so it's like not necessarily a step down, but it's like to promote accessibility. It's kind of like, well, which one resonates with you the most? Okay. Also, tuning into your energy. Let's get into the reading. So general, let me just tune into your energy. So there's that. So let me kind of like demark that and then go into the reading now. Okay. So there might be some additional information that comes up that you're like, oh, I want this one. But in any case, you decide. That's your glorious decision to make. Okay. Tuning into your energy. It does feel a little bit, okay, tuning into your energy, I do kind of feel a little why you would ask a question like that. Because it does feel a little, I don't really like using the word lost, but it does feel a little bit like that. I feel a little like in need of direction, a little bit of in need of some guidance of like, oh yeah, maybe this way, maybe this way. Otherwise, like, where do I go? I'm not quite sure. But not like totally, like not, it's not like I'm completely freaking lost, and at least this is how your energy reads. Okay. Um, the other part with that, I will say, is that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself. It's a paradox in life that we're like, a lot of people don't like it. Like, I don't know who I am. I feel so lost. However, that's one of the best situations to find ourselves in, because that means we get to rediscover ourselves, redefine ourselves, and figure out who we really are, and maybe even release old ideas of who we thought we were, who we were taught we were, who we may have like inherited through history or through the ancestral lineage of like, oh, this is who you are. No, it's not. That's not you. You get to kind of rediscover that and redefine that for yourself. So it does, as I get into that, it does feel like, this does feel like a cycle of like redefining yourself, redefining who you are by redefining, again, releasing old ideas of you that you think you are but really aren't. And what is that? Reinvent. That's the word. I feel like a whole reinvention, because I'm kind of getting the image of like Madonna, how she's reinvented herself through a million times throughout her life. It feels like that. So it feels like rediscovering and redefining who you actually are. And I would even say refining who you are, because it feels like releasing the ideas, the old ideas of like who you were taught to be, who you've been in the past, all of these different projections or ideas that people have of who you are still in your field. And I feel like that's why it feels a little bit like I feel lost, because there's other people's ideas and projections of who you are, and you're like, you as a soul and as a being are going into this space of like, I think it's time to reinvent, redefine who I am. So it feels like that actually adds to the feeling of feeling lost. I was going to say lostness, but it feels like it actually adds to that feeling of, oh, I feel lost, because there's this old idea swirling around you of who you are. And you're actually being guided into the place of redefining that for yourself and rediscovering that for yourself. Because it feels like it's time to let a lot of shit go that's not you. Okay. I'm actually feeling to pull a card or two, or kind of like see what kind of comes out. Whoa. Wow. Yep, that card only comes out. That's the first card you got. You got the Tower. That means there is a complete upheaval, a complete destruction of who you thought you were, of who you've been told, or who you've previously identified as. The Tower is here to knock all of that shit out of the way. And that actually feels like part of the reason why you feel so lost. Because when that Tower card shows up, it means like a part of our lives or an aspect of ourselves, like it's time to let that go. It's time to let shit die, because that's no longer who you are and who you need to be. That's going to be in alignment with your soul, especially as you move forward. Okay. The next card we get is the Queen of Swords. That actually feels like, let's see, what do I feel coming up for that? You see that word there, inner strength, tapping into that. That feels like part of what this whole phase or this whole cycle is here to tap you into. So releasing all the old shit and old identities and old personality structure that you've previously been, and tapping into that inner strength, finding that inner strength, and really getting connected to that, because that, I feel like that inner strength is going to help you discover who you actually are and what you want to express as moving forward. Okay. The last card that fell out is the Empress. So divine feminine, really getting connected and reconnected to your divine feminine energy. And this doesn't mean like, this is not about gender. It's just about energy, really getting in tune with your divine feminine and how that wants to move. That magnetic energy of creation. I actually don't get a specific word. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay. I was like, but the only word that actually sticks out to me is magnetic. And when I was tuning in, when I was listening, divine feminine energy is magnetic, while divine masculine energy is actually electric. Okay. So what I was actually hearing with this magnetism is actually this whole I can say reconstruction of this idea of who you are, what you want to express as, who you want to be, what you want to be, all of these different things, this whole reconstruction. It's like demagnetizing and letting go. So like this whole letting go of who you are or who you thought you were, etc., who other people might have thought you were, demagnetizing. So there might be some people that actually, drop from your life, or you no longer feel a resonance with, because especially if we're looking at this card. So it's like a demagnetization, demagnetization of that old feminine energy that you were holding on to. tapping into that inner strength, and then magnetizing to you as you step into this new expression of who you are. It's a whole cycle, so it's going to be a process, okay? I'm not getting like a timing on this, but it's going to be a whole process. Just keep that in mind. And then magnetizing to you those, the people, the situations, that are going to either, if those who stick with you, they're like, oh yeah, they're cool. They're cool with, like, I find when people stick with you that, either people, when we go through like a big kind of tower moment when we're like redefining and rediscovering who we are, the people who are meant to stick with you are like cool with you, like changing their idea of who you are, they're going to stick with you. Those who maybe don't resonate with that idea or just are not on that same page are going to fall away. You got to let people fall away if they're going to fall away, if they no longer resonate with who you are, because you want to change the idea of who you are in their mind, and they want to keep this whole concrete image of who you are. Let them go. Okay? That might be something that comes up. But this Empress is saying, like, I'm going to magnetize to me the right situations, the people, etc., and experiences that are really truly more in alignment with my soul. So this is a whole cycle that you are going through right now. And it actually feels like a longer one. To be honest, I don't get a specific time. Sometimes I do, and I will relay that information. But I get like a longer cycle. I keep going like this. It's a longer cycle of this whole destruction of who you were, of all of these old ideas and all of these old things. And this whole rediscovery of who you actually are, have always been, okay? The practical advice here is, I feel like with me, it's always shadow work. So, if any shadow work comes up of like, who have people told me I was, that I believed them, and that I don't feel like I'm that person anymore. What do I no longer resonate with? What are my values now? Things like this. Questions. Ask yourself questions and don't be afraid to dive deep. Okay. I would say that's the practical advice here, is like really ask yourself some deep questions. What are your values? Who do you actually want to be? What do you actually want to do? Or how do you actually want to express in your expression and in your life moving forward? And what is out of alignment with that? Okay. I would say that. Yeah. Because I feel like done. But man, that Tower card, that's clear. It's clearing the way for that Empress card to come in. Okay. Tap into that inner strength. Really get, because this is your opportunity to really connect to that. So that is what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling for you. Let me know how that resonates. Because I wasn't, because I was like reading and I wasn't really scanning the comments. Okay, I don't see that. I did. Okay, cool. Let me know how that resonates. Teresa. It was 100%. Thank you so much. So from there, then you get to decide if a reading still resonates with you. Okay. I wouldn't suggest a reading if you feel like you got everything there, unless you want more, you know what I mean? So from there, you get to discern and decide for yourself if a reading with me or a deeper in-depth reading with me actually still resonates. Okay. All right. I will actually say, let's see. I think, because feel like I've been on here for a while. Again, I do want to put out there that this is my only account. I've been notified 3 times today that there is somebody impersonating me, messaging people personally for readings. Just know that I don't do that. This is not the 60s, the 70s. We do not have to solicitate. We don't have to solicit door to door anymore like that. I will not do that. So if you do get a message from someone trying to, solicit you for a reading, please know that it is not me. Please report that account. Okay, so we can get those accounts removed. Okay, yeah, I've noticed that, and the thing is, as I think that person, whoever that is, has blocked me because I can't find them on TikTok, but it's actually angelfire.starchild instead of me, which is angelfire_starchild. So please know that I will never, never, never solicit you for a reading in person, or like, inbox you for that. That feels icky to me, honestly. Okay, so please know that. And with that being said, I'm gonna chill here. I'm gonna just stop the readings here because it's super freaking hot and I think I'm good. But if I didn't get to you today, please, I invite you to come back tomorrow or the rest of the week to get a reading. And if you do feel guided to get some kind of do something deeper with me or dive deeper with me. See, I'm even losing my words. Whether it's healing, whether it's private readings, then please know that all of my links are in my bio. And yeah, have a beautiful evening, everyone, wherever you are, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon. Have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow around the same time. Infinite love and blessings. Bye.